Hi, babies.
Hello, good morning. As we gather here today, I just wanted to say a special greeting to each and every one of you. You have made my day so beautiful just by being here, and thank you so much for your presence and clicking on this video. Here, I wanted to show you these cute little babies in their morning feeding, just coming up to me and saying hi. Yeah, so it's going to be a gorgeous sunny day. Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got the best angle today because the sun's right in my face. It's just illuminating me. So I'm sitting next to my plants. I've got my journal and everything, and I just wanted to the intention to sit down today and just talk about feelings, to be, just to be a journal kind of for my thoughts during the day, because every single day is like, it's different for what we think about and what our emotions are. It's like your head's not in always the same place, and that's an okay thing. Like some days are good, some days are not. So it's miraculous, honestly, to see like how far you've come, like a year or something. It might not feel like it, but we're always evolving, always changing, always shaping. It's like, it's all just energy kind of thing. And so I think to videotape that and to just be like, that's an okay thing to do for myself, and to watch myself back is a great thing. So I like to journal a lot. I journal every single day. I also do shadow work because that's really important for my mental health right now, and just talk about some things that I've been thinking about. So I really do a lot of inner work. I encourage people to do inner work on their own terms. I'm never like, you have to do it to be, you don't have to. Eventually you probably will, and we all have it's all in our journey, self-development. So, let's get into it. So basically today I had a great therapy session. Recently I've depicted what attachment styles are, and I just want to be blatant that I have an avoidant attachment style. Not blaming anybody, it's just being completely aware of like the thoughts I have, where they come from, where they stem from, what kind of experiences I've had, will shape those. And it's happened throughout our whole life. It's not a blame thing, it's just a recognition thing. And I love when my therapist says that. Another thing is like actions. Sometimes with my attachment style, people are like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I acted like that and everything. And that's a normal thing. It's completely normal. Human nature. Humans screw up, they mess up, and so just to recognize that and be like, I am human, I'm worthy, I'm loved, it's all good. So that is that. And I really just want to be a friend to my viewers, to show people that you have everything inside of you, like that you want, your dreams, your aspirations, like you can meet those. It's just that voice that might be like telling you that, and I call it the ego. Personally, I really follow Eckhart Tolle, because he explains the ego in kind of every aspect of life, and I really appreciate that. There is help out there, like no matter what. And so I think when I was younger, I always felt like I wasn't, like my case was special or something, and I wasn't fixed, and then that would lead to like feeling unworthy, or like, I don't know. And in my past, I have pushed so many feelings down and been like, if I just get through this, I'll be happy. And so I try to kind of run away from my experiences so I don't feel things. Like that's a coping mechanism. And then I have another coping mechanism where I talk in my head. And so I think videotaping myself talking and getting it out instead of keeping it in is really attractive to me. I recently went through I don't know what to call it. Like it's a breakup. Like I had a breakup recently, right? And that shaped me a lot because I don't want to share too much like right off the bat, but in the last few months, I experienced the lowest point of myself, I would say. I literally spent like a week just crying, couldn't sleep, devastated. And I was so confused about my feelings, and I knew that being vulnerable with people was my saving grace. I needed friends, I kind of needed support. I didn't need, I was like, I don't want validation. I don't want people to tell me how great I am and how, like, my thoughts of just anger towards myself. I didn't want validation. I didn't want people, which I've craved in the past. I just needed to get my thoughts out because they were consuming me at like every second. Like I could not think of anything else but like just regret and self-hatred. And I just took it upon myself to say, you know what, Sunday, this is like a pivotal point in your life where like you can change, you can grow. There's so much that I wanted to grow and that I'm excited for, and realizing like it's not something that we can just get over with like a race. It's a marathon. It's not a race, it's a marathon is what they say. I think that's beautiful, and I think if you take anything from this video, I hope that you know that you're perfectly where you are. Like I do believe in divine timing, which that really, I got to experience that. I got to say to myself, you know what, this all actually does happen for a reason, I guess you can say that, but I think it happened at the perfect time. The perfect people were in my life at the time to kind of push me and guide me and influence me to be the best version of myself that I needed to be. I was surrounded by so much love and support, and I just want to give that to people. I just want to be the best version of myself so I don't hurt other people in the future. My goal is to continue to, shape relationships to be the healthiest form that they can be, and I come from a broken place and make it into something that's beautiful. And documenting that, I love when people document their journeys and their thoughts in beautiful, poetic ways. So if I can do that, I will. And I decided that I needed a creative outlet for all of this energy. I have no anger. I have no expectations. That's what's really beautiful about it. I just want to be a friend. I want to grow connections. And I believe that being vulnerable really does do that. So I'm happy to do that with my viewers. And I encourage you guys to be that way, with me if you need anything. It's fun. The journey's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be hard. But we get through it. We learn things. And that's the beautiful part. Right now I'm feeling like I'm trying to seek love, but I don't know where to grasp it from. So I think by human nature, we tend to look with our eyes and then feel and everything. That's how I do it, if that makes sense. Looking externally for validation, for love, for happiness, I think that's just, it's kind of like on autopilot. You do that, and if you do it to a point, you run yourself dry of happiness. You don't believe that happiness is achievable, because that's where your brain looks, you know? You really have to find it inside. There's a lot of work to be done sometimes, and every case is different. I get that. For me, I like my solitude. I like being by myself. Sometimes I use it as a coping mechanism because I get so hurt from circumstances that I just need to be alone. And that's an okay thing to do, but if you do it where you're like just alone all the time and you don't have connections, like the brain is such a social organ. Like, I don't know how people can do that. It's not attainable, even though we're like, oh yeah, I don't need anybody else but my dog. Like, that's a really hard kind of place to be. You're supposed to be social, in my opinion. I will leave you with one last quote. To give love, we must cultivate self-love. A personal journey. To receive love, we must admit our need for it from another person, a shared journey. So I really thank you guys for watching. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the things that I'm thinking and be vulnerable. So I like doing that. Yeah, if I have anything more to tell you, I will most likely just videotape it instead of think about it. So that's my practice. That's a big thing because I have the fear of intimacy a lot, of rejection. And like I said, I have no expectation with this. And if this helps you at all with your vulnerability that you've been struggling with, please drop a comment down and tell me what your thoughts are. Yeah, I'm very grateful that you're here.